YouTube, it's Dave Medic 1. I have another review for you today, but first I want to remind you of my contest giveaway going on this month. It's a contest giveaway sponsored by myself, Onyx, and CRKT Knife and Tool. Like I said, it ends on November 30th at midnight, and I will have a link to that contest or giveaway video in this description. That way you guys can take part. A lot of really cool prizes. 2 knives per prize. Paracord kit, strop, all kinds of cool stuff. So check that out. That way you guys can get your VRs in and take part. Really cool contest. And yeah, just check it out if you have any questions. And that way, if you watch the video, everything will be answered. So anyway, like I said, I'm bringing you a knife review for you today. It's on a kind of an unknown knife company. It took a while for me. You know, I never heard of them before I purchased this knife. And it's on the Virginia Blade BullDog 1 folder. Really unique design, and definitely I can't lie to you, this unique design is what made me want to buy it. Really cool. The blade is made out of 440C, hardened at 5660. The blade length is 2 3/8 inch from the point to right here, not counting this finger hole. The handle is milled out aluminum. It is a liner lock. Those liners are made out of titanium, believe it or not. It is a tip-up right-hand carry only. Like I said, liner lock. Lockup on this was pretty strong. No blade play, up or down, left or right. The blade is almost centered. It's a hair to the left, but not too bad. This knife right here was a little stiff out the box. And from my experience, when they're stiff like that, as the washers do break in, they will lean to the right a little bit, usually. So I'm hoping that's what's going to end up happening. It's probably going to happen. It's only a little bit to the left, so I imagine, like I said, as they break in, it'll go back to the right a little bit, and it's not going to be an issue. To me, it doesn't bother me. It's not that far to the left, and you really would have to look at it to even notice that. I'm pretty particular, so I notice stuff like that. One thing I did want to mention is the pivot on this. The pivot screw on this knife is a special screw, so it will require a unique tool to loosen this to adjust that. So that's a downfall on this knife. I'm not even sure if the manufacturer even provide a tool to loosen that. So if you ever had to adjust that, you'd have to get you'd have to get pretty damn creative to do the adjustments on that. But besides that, not bad at all. On the blade itself, we have a satin finish around the ring here, and the blade right here, it's hand rubbed, and you could actually see little indications of the hand rubbing going on there, which some people may not like, but I do. I like it. I think it adds to this knife, and I'll tell you why here in a second. There's a Virginia Blade logo marked on the blade, and this is individually numbered 135 out of 500. So with the numbering there, and you can see the hints of hand rubbing, really gives it like a custom type of feel on it, even though it is a production knife. So that's really cool. It is a thumb stud deployed knife. You can't use that big old hole to deploy it, but not a big deal. The knife, ergonomics, if you look at the shape of the knife, how it's arched like so, really add to the ergonomics of this knife. Back here, with your grip in the back, the milled aluminum does give you the grip, but it's not so aggressive that it's going to burn you up after a while of using it, and you get a really good grip, strong purchase there, even more so with your finger in the hole up here. There is jimping at the very top that's kind of relaxed, and like I said, it gives you enough grip that you need there, but it's not so aggressive that's going to burn up your thumb if you're using it for quite a while. Like I said, the finger hole just adds to the grip there. Very reminiscent to the Jason Browse Silent Soldier, one of my favorite designers. But that's the only thing it shares with that knife, nothing else. Like I said, speed of deployment, it was a little stiff, but yet I can still flick it open. That thumb stud is pretty accessible, not too bad. Been EDCing this for a few days now, and the pocket clip there, it rides pretty decent in the pocket. It could ride lower, but this is not bad at all. There's a lanyard hole in the back too. So all in all, not too bad. It is a larger carry. At 7.5 inches, it's pretty long, but it's not too bad. Mid-sized carry, and the weight on this is 8 ounces. It is a hefty knife. Blade stock is 3/16, you got a lot of blade there, which really adds to like the heft and the confidence you feel with this knife, because there's just, you know, it's very strong, thick, and built. And lately I've been leaning towards knives like that. I had no clue when I purchased this knife that it was going to be that way, where the blade stock was going to be thick. But that's one of the things that I was so pleasantly surprised when I opened the box up to see that, and the feel, and how solid it was. The handle itself is 3/4 of an inch wide, so in some cases it may be a little wide for some, but for me it seems to work out perfectly. It just adds to the secure grip, and that purchase on there is just really nice, it being a wider blade. Let me give you a size comparison. Here's a Kershaw Vapor, almost identical in length. The Kershaw Vapor is a little on the narrow side, being at 3 inches at its entire width, and the grip on this is really nice, but I can curl my finger. It's almost like when I get a grip on it, you have to kind of relax your grip a little bit and hold it back there, but you see my fingers are burying into my palm. So the ergos are so-so on this. The reason why I bring this up is this being 3/4 of an inch, when you put your hand on there and get a good grip, you don't have to worry about your fingers rolling over the top of it and kind of digging into your own palm. So you have like for me, having a mid-sized hand, this seems to work really nice for me. The ergos are just, I'm really impressed. It's such a simple design. It's amazing how something so simple works out so well. In a reverse grip, it's not bad at all. Now, reverse grip is mainly, for tactical self-defense purposes, which this knife is definitely not geared for. Even at the hole, it fits pretty good. Definitely, I don't think it was ever intended to be a tactical knife, just because there's not simply enough. You don't have enough blade there, and there's not too much of a point. Although any knife can really be used in a tactical application. When I got this knife, very limited information on it. So when I got it in, I actually had more information in the packaging. I was able to look up their website. Their website is vablade.com, and this is like I said, it's a Virginia blade, BullDog 1. They have the name of this knife listed, BullDog 1 folder, and in quotations after it says Semper. The website itself seems to be a hunting-oriented website. They do make other skinning knives, so I'm believing, or that leads me to believe that this is supposed to be intended as a backup, maybe game processing knife, because of the belly and the finger hole here. I have another skinning knife here, which shares similar characteristics with the hole and a larger belly, so I think that's what this was intended for. But all in all, a very cool knife, very unique design, and like I said, that's pretty much the reason why I bought it. It was a really good deal, and I like unique designs. And I've been playing with this knife like crazy. That finger hole, just twirling it around and flicking it open and closed, is just a whole lot of fun. So definitely wanted to show that to you guys. Pretty happy with my purchase. The eBay store I got this from, I don't believe they have any more of them. It was really hard to find on eBay. It was like on page 60 something out of 400 and something or another. It was buried way deep in the belly of eBay. So I mean, it just was one of those things where I was like, holy crap, let me check that out. And very limited specs on it. I took a risk and I purchased it, and I actually won this time. So it's a coin toss when you come to things like that. So very happy with my purchase. vablade.com is the website. They have it there for $45. Is it worth the $45 for it? If you were looking for it, if you had a specific role for this, I would say yes. If you like obscure knives, very different creative designs, I would say yes. If you're looking for normal EDC, do normal EDC tasks, I would say no. For $45, there's a whole lot of other stuff that would suit your EDC's needs a little bit better than this. It's just the coolness factor. It's just, the coolness factor to add it to your collection. That would be, a reason to jump on this and purchase it. Like I said, it looks to me that it's a secondary game processing knife. So if you're a hunter, this is a nice addition for your EDC carry. If you have it out there while you're hunting or whatnot, this is not a bad option. Open pillar construction too, so if you get any guts or whatever in there, it's pretty easy to clean out. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much my review of the Virginia Knife and Tool BullDog 1 folder. I wanted to bring it to you guys. Just a really cool design. I figured you guys should be exposed to this really cool knife. So I appreciate all the comments, all your support, and subscriptions, all that cool stuff. And if you have any comments, please post them below. Remember, the contest ends November 30th. Links in the description. Take part. Peace.